Okay, welcome to Not Another Nerdcast, or I guess that's the title we're going with for now.
Oh, are we seriously going with that title?
It's not bad, I'm not gonna lie.
It's a working title.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. But, so, how are you today?
I am doing very well. You can tell who is the seasoned podcaster and who's the noob.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you can tell.
Yeah, I'm pretty much a noob at this, so...
Which is why you came to me.
Yeah, I'm pretty newbie at this, so keep in mind, please don't be harsh. I'm just getting started with this while the person that's with me tonight. What should we call you?
Hello, my name is Ari. I do shit on the internet like I have my own YouTube channel, and you can find that YouTube channel and myself on my Twitter at CallMeAri, capital NS. Please follow me. It is almost my birthday. I am trying to get to 150 subs.
Yeah, I'll put your Twitter, your YouTube channel on your in the description down below.
I'm so sorry if you heard that because my phone just went off. Koya, I love you, but you need to shut the hell up. Hopefully that didn't pick up.
I did hear it, but oh my god. But, anyways, for our first topic, for the first episode of the podcast, we're going to be talking about Marvel Legacy, or like just Marvel in general, and DC Rebirth.
Ooh, this is gonna be fun for me on Marvel.
Definitely.
Ugh, boy. Do you want to start, or should I dive right into the salt?
You can go first. I want to hear your rant.
So just get the salt out of the way now.
I mean, I also have some crap to say about Marvel, so
I'm gonna keep it to a minimum. Like, I'm pretty salty, but I'm not that salty.
Okay.
Oh boy, Marvel. So, I quit Marvel in the past few months, and I quit pretty much all of Marvel except for Deadpool because I can't give up Deadpool because who doesn't love Deadpool? But Marvel has just turned way too politically correct for me. It seems like they've been taking in a lot of writers and artists that aren't very good at their job and are just straight up SJWs. And once they started to come in, Marvel Comics, the comics just started to get way too political and just too preachy and just like I'm very open to discussion, okay? I'm pretty open-minded, but I am super anti-SJW. I cannot do SJWs because they are people that basically just hide behind their feelings, like, oh, don't hurt my feelings and don't offend me because everything is offensive, everything is sexist, everything is racist, and you have to point it all out. Famous quote by a famous person who's famous for let's not get into her. But like once they started to come in and just so many changes to different comics, like all of a sudden it seems like classic heroes like let's see, who was a recent victim, recent classic Iron Luke Cage just turned into a giant sissy all of a sudden. And I just heard this from a YouTube channel that I discovered and started watching called Diversity in Comics.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you watch him too?
Yes, I just recently subscribed to him.
Yeah, I've been watching him for the past month, and when he talked about Luke Cage, I was like, this is why I quit, because he just turned into a giant fucking sissy. And you also have like all of these brand new female superheroes that are, oh boy, like, okay, one that me and you talked about was I hope that I'm saying this right, Camellia Khan, I believe that's how you say her name, the Muslim Miss Marvel. I read the first volume and I stopped. I couldn't do anymore because it was just boring. It was very boring. And Camelia's an alright character. She's a nice girl, but nice characters don't cut it. Where is the real meat of the story? But the real meat of the story is that it's boring and I don't like it. And it turns out it's like it just got super racist all of a sudden because like all of the bad guys are white. And it's just so sanitized over there. Okay? It's so politically correct and sanitized, and just seeing the Muslim Miss Marvel hold up an American flag and scream out to the polls, that killed me, especially with this Black Iron Man who I almost picked up, but I didn't. And the new Diversity in Comics episode just proved to me that this new Black Iron Man was just fucking horrible. Ugh. So I'm trying to ranty, but man, oh man, Marvel, something has to change over there. Like, ugh, I really can't do Marvel right now. It's so dumb.
Yeah, because with Marvel, just like how you just said now, it's just completely just acting so dumb. Because, I mean, these are the classic heroes that we grew up with. Like, you know, Iron Man, Tony Stark, Captain America, Steve Rogers, who else? Carol Danvers as Miss Marvel. These are heroes that we grew up with. And seeing how legacy characters are just replacing them, like a few of them, it's just annoying. Not trying to sound racist, we're not being racist or anything, it's just...
Yeah, like, I hope that we don't get too political on this podcast, but this is kind of a political topic, so hopefully we don't have to cover this that much. But man, oh man, it's just really heartbreaking to see what's happening. I mean, I think like the warning signs of the downfall of Marvel was when when Captain America turned into a Nazi.
Yeah, because honestly, I don't read Captain America. I don't care. I mean, I don't care about him as much as... No, not as much. No, I just plain don't care about him. I will watch his movies, but if I'm... Like, they won't make me go out to a comic shop and buy his comics. It's just, I don't know about him. I just don't care about him that much. I guess like I used to when I was little. But, like, I don't know. I forgot what day. I think it was the same day that the comic came out, like Captain America Steve Rogers. When the day came out, I mean the issue came out on Wednesday, I believe.
That was terrifying.
Literally, I went on Twitter. Next thing you know, I see trending, Steve Rogers is a Nazi. I'm like, what?
Yeah, but really, okay, now see, I don't think I've used the word sickening yet to describe Marvel, but the only time I was like sick to the stomach with these changes with Marvel was when Captain America became a Nazi. Because this is a character that was created during war times. He was by two Jewish men, and all of a sudden he's like, hell, Hydra. And it's just, no. I mean, the memes that came out of that was great. I mean, there was like, oh man, there was like Spider-Man, Peter Parker was saying, fuck responsibility, and Batman going, I killed my parents. The memes were great. But where it came from, just, that shook me to the core, seeing that happen. And like I said, that was like the warning sign. That just signified change is coming and it's not going to be pretty. And, you know, when you talked about the MCU, I guess I should have clarified that I quit Marvel Comics, but I'm not quitting the MCU because the MCU, they know what their audience is. Marvel Comics is like, hey, we're going to reach out to a new audience, not the people that made us, and just completely fuck ourselves right now.
Yeah, like, whoever is the editor over there, they don't know what the heck they're doing, because, like, my lord, they're doing the most dumbest shit ever. Like, what? How are you going to make Captain America a Nazi? Okay, I'll admit, like, the storyline or so, I didn't read it, but I was like listening to like narration or so on YouTube, and it seems like a good story, but it was just like, it was still dumb, like how they made Captain America a Nazi. And I don't know who is the worst legacy character right now. I want to say it was Riri Williams.
Oh God, Riri Williams just sounds completely awful. Like this Riri Williams is deliciously evil. If she was a villain, I would eat that shit up. No.
Like, okay, I admit, again, Riri Williams, I liked her character design. I loved it.
Oh god, yeah, she is beautiful.
Yeah, but like how they introduced her, I was like, how are you gonna introduce a person like a new character to take a classic and a memorable hero like Tony Stark and just replace him like that after like a few pages? That doesn't make sense.
Well,
like what?
Well, honestly, there are a lot of characters, like classic characters, turning into females now. Like, let's see, we have a female Thor, we have a black Captain America. I was about to say Miles, but Miles is around and he's classic and you can't change him and he makes sense. But we have female black Iron Man. Like the only two characters that have made sense to change so far was Miles, and like I said, Miles is classic. And then there's X-23 taking over Wolverine, which makes sense because X-23 is Wolverine's daughter.
Yeah, like I have no problem with X-23. I mean, okay, I did at first because I was starting to get back into comics, and once I saw her as like the all new Wolverine, I'm like, who the heck is this? I don't know her. Why is she replacing my Wolverine? But like after watching Logan and just reading like the first volume of All New Wolverine, I was like, yeah, she definitely needs to take.
Like you kind of cut it out a little bit, but I heard you.
Oh, okay. Was just checking because I don't know why it was the voice connection was just messing up. But yeah, like for X-23, she's definitely worthy of the title or mantle of Wolverine.
Yeah, because like I said, she's Wolverine's daughter, and I don't mind Marvel changing these heroes to like the opposite gender or race. I'm not the type of person who would just immediately push things away. I am open to change, but just some things. But you have to like do this thing. You have to do this right, Like we're about to talk about DC Rebirth. That is all good change. That is excellent change. But when it comes to like what's going on with Marvel with all of these new heroes and stuff, they're just kind of doing it wrong, which is why I stopped.
Exactly. Like I'm still. I mean, as much as I can't deal with freaking Brian Michael Bendis. Like I'm pretty sure you already know who he is. He's like the co-creator of Jessica Jones.
Yes.
Miles Morales.
Okay, honestly, I still have not seen Jessica Jones. I'm sorry. I plan on getting to her, but I've been stuck in Daredevil and Luke Cage land. I still haven't seen Iron Fist either. I have to get to those. God damn.
The first episode is boring.
I've heard.
Like, my lord, I still can't get past that. But anyways, Brian Michael Bendis, I don't know about the dude. I think the only book that I liked that he written was Ultimate Spider-Man. The other books that he's been writing, like I don't know, like Invincible, like Iron Man, I just can't like it. It's just if you open a page or just like open the first page of Invincible Iron Man, like the one with Riri Williams, not Tony Stark, but the one with Riri Williams, it'll first have a page where it has all these whole text bubbles with full of text. It's just so...
It's cluttered, really.
Exactly. I'm like, if you're going to introduce new readers into this character, they're going to quit immediately. They don't want to read all that text.
Unless you're Gwenpool, who gets knocked out of the fucking building because she's like practicing a speech or something and the text bubble got too big. That is hilarious. I love. As soon as I saw that while I was like reading her comic, I was like, I'm going to love this, aren't I?
Yeah, like I was excited for Gwenpool. I think I had the first 8 issues or like 7 issues. I still need to read the others, but like Gwenpool, like I like her. I don't mind her. It's just.
Wait, you don't like who?
Like, I don't mind. I said I don't mind Gwenpool. Like, I like her. It's just the other legacy characters.
Well, have you tried Spider-Gwen? Because I really like Spider-Gwen.
Oh yeah,
Spider-Gwen is great. Spider-Gwen is great, and it's just so sad to see Marvel just kind of burying like one of their few good comics underneath freaking Riri Williams and Miss Marvel. I mean, I have a Spider-Gwen plushie, and I love her. She's beautiful. I love Spider-Gwen. But god damn it, Marvel, why are you trying to act like she doesn't exist? Why are you canceling all your good titles?
Exactly, because like, oh my god, I think okay, so off the top of my head, the only good legacy characters. I mean, can you really um say Gwenpool is a legacy character? I mean, she didn't replace Deadpool. Like, you can't replace him.
Honestly, I want to say yes, but with all of these other legacy characters, I desperately want to say no.
Like, I guess I would just say Gwenpool is a legacy character at the moment, but like Gwenpool, possibly Jane Foster. I don't think I have a problem with her. I never read her book, but like I heard there was like lots of good reviews on it. Jane Foster, Thor, and who else? Spider Gwen. She's okay. I read one of her issues. I think I read the zero issue and the first issue. I was so confused because like I don't know. I think I had to read Spider Verse or something to like understand her origin or so. I was so confused. I'm like, wait, what happened? Like, what? I was just so confused. I know she's called Gwen Stacy, but from another universe. I just don't know her background.
Yeah, she's alternate universe Gwen, and Peter is like you and I both know about Peter. Like he's never took up the mantle of Spider-Man. She pretty much like did like the whole Spider-Man origin, and Peter turned into a villain, and it was heartbreaking. It was so sad. That made me cry. Okay, but I just realized we're like 20 minutes into this podcast. We should probably like move on to DC.
Oh crap, yeah. But okay, so for DC Rebirth, fucking love it.
Oh yes, the New 52. I see, like, when I lost my job, because I'm a poor, broke person, when I lost my job, I knew, like, the one thing I was going to miss the most is the New 52. Especially with, I've heard that there is some shit going down between Batman and Catwoman, and I'm just like, no, I'm missing all of it.
Yeah, because, like, recently, for freaking DC Rebirth, I want to say a few weeks ago or so, in freaking Batman issue 24. My lord, it was so good because you have Batman at the end of the issue proposing to Catwoman, like Selena Kyle. Yes, they get engaged.
I didn't want to be spoiled, but I've been spoiled, and oh my god, I'm freaking out right now. Oh my god.
Well, a lot of people were going to say, or they were saying like, oh, she's not going to accept, you're not going to get married.
No, bull fucking shit. You know what they've gone through? You know how much they've gone through? Like, in the comics, Batman and Catwoman's relationship is psychotic. Psychotic as in, like, one minute they're a healthy, happy couple. The next minute they're ripping at each other's throats.
Yeah, like, we were, so, yeah, people were saying like, oh, they're not going to get engaged. It's not going to happen because, of course, Selena Kyle, she wants to probably just stay single or whatever. And I'm like over here, no, I want these two married. All I just said was, I want these two married. Like, other people kept saying, oh, I don't want these two married, or they're not going to happen, etc., etc. And I'm like, I want these two married. They better get engaged, for God's sake.
Dude, the entire time we were talking about this, I was thinking about this old episode from Batman the Animated Series. And it was an episode where Bruce got married to a one-off character. And then turns out that she was a part of like this group of people that were tricking rich people into marrying them so that they can kill them off on a cruise. By the way, they were all on the same boat on the same cruise. And Bruce found out and he was super heartbroken because he was ready to quit being Batman for her. And then, like, once he foiled the plan, he kind of tore off his wedding ring and he was like, never again. And it was, like, kind of sad knowing that he had a chance at happiness. And all of a sudden, it was just ripped away from him. But now it's just like, oh my God, they're getting married. This needs to happen. This needs to work. Please, God, I want him to be happy for once.
And, like, of course, we have the new 52 Batman. Like, I'm still confused about that because I've never read the new 52. I kind of showed up late because I was starting to, like, get back into, comics, back in 2016. And I was, like, so confused. So, I guess we're now being introduced, like, this is still the new 52 Batman and DC Rebirth.
Yeah, because New 52 was started because DC Comics was going under, and then I forgot his name. I believe his name is John. He's recently been put in charge of the DCEU. Huh?
Jeff Johns.
Yes, him. He was recently put in charge of the DCEU because DC movies are shit. But well, until recently. But he decided to reboot the entire universe, and that's what saved DC Comics.
Yeah, like I swear, Jeff Johns equals husbando. I don't even care if that sounded hello. He's just husbando. He's a great writer, one of my favorites, the one that I would trust anytime with any comic. When he did the whole thing or so, and with Batman, since this is still the new 52 one, it's like, no wait, the current writer, well, I don't know why, the current writer for this Batman run for DC Rebirth is Tom King. His run, it's alright. It's just narration of Batman, just talking about how sad or how many stuff he's dealing with. Like,
it's kind of like a more personal story. Like that's what the new 52 has become. It's becoming more personal to the heroes.
Yeah.
Kind of like old Marvel, like because older Marvel, they were when superheroes started to get personal. Tony Stark was an alcoholic.
Honestly, that was the first time I saw that or heard about that. I'm like, wait, so they had a story in Marvel about freaking Tony Stark being an alcoholic.
Yeah, because the heroes started to become more personal because they were just do-gooders that were doing good, and then Marvel came in and they started to make superheroes, but they were more personal, and that's what kind of shifted comics into a new era. Blah.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
It's good to get real, but at times it's just don't go that far.
You know, my favorite story out of the new 52 is definitely the new Harley Quinn run with Poison Ivy, because this entire time Harley was just made to be alongside the Joker. Her introduction wasn't in the comics, but in the Batman animated series, and people fell in love with her. But the entire time, she was just trapped in an abusive relationship. She was a victim of domestic violence. And now, finally, we see her overcoming that. And she's escaped the Joker. She found a friend and a lover in Poison Ivy. And her entire run has just been really good, really. But I haven't been reading her lately because I have no money.
I would. I did read her first issue of DC Rebirth. It was not that bad. It was actually pretty sweet and adorable, of course, and silly.
My only complaint about it is her origin, because she starts off being psychotic. Like, what made her pretty tragic was because her origin was she was a therapist for the Joker, and the Joker manipulated her, and then she turned crazy. But in the New 52, she starts off being crazy.
Seriously? Oh my god.
Yeah. But like I said recently, like they finally kind of made her break off with Joker, and she's become a more stronger woman in character, and I'm in love with her and Ivy. Their relationship's a little rocky, but it's really cute. It's so cute seeing her finally be able to be herself around a friend who, like I said, later turns into a lover.
I heard recently in one of her issues, like her parents, like Harley's parents visit her. So, oh my god, I can't imagine how awkward it's gonna be.
Really? Because I've heard that there's a Deadpool knockoff for her now.
Oh my god, who?
I think his name is Red Tool, and like I said, it's like the DC version of Deadpool. And like there's a ship between Harley and Deadpool that's really popular, and I kind of like it as well.
Oh my god, no.
I gotta read it. I need to read it soon. God damn it. But Oh my god, we're like 30 minutes into this podcast. We should probably move on.
Oh God. Okay.
We spent a lot of time on Marvel.
Oh yeah, definitely. Our, or just my mistake, guys.
Our mistake, because we really got into that. But who cares? This is pretty fun so far. So, do we have anything else to say before we move on? Because I think we need to move on.
All I was gonna say for the Batman was like the Batman run is alright. Glad that they're engaged, and can't wait to see the rest or so. I just hope it's better than the other issues and whatnot. But anyways, the comic recommendations. You got any comics?
I have two. I have a manga that's brand new, and I have a webcomic.
Sweet. Okay. Like let them know about it or so.
Okay, well, I'm going to start off with the webcomic. This is a older webcomic, and I was thinking about recommending it for the podcast because it is June, and June is known as Pride Month for the LGBT community. So me and my people get to celebrate, I guess. But I have a webcomic. It's pretty old. It's not old. It's completed. It finished last year, 2 volumes long, and it's a gay one. Ha 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 ha. And it's actually one of my favorites. It's called Always Raining Here by Hazel and Bill. And this is a webcomic. The general audience is for teen and up. Like that's what the webcomic says. And it's about 2 boys, Canadian high schoolers, called Adrian and Carter. And Adrian is a very lovesick young man. He recently had his heart broken and he doesn't know who to trust anymore. While Carter has recently come out and he's pretty horny. So he decides instead of just going to hook up with a guy that he found on Craigslist and probably attracting something, he has his eyes set on Adrian and he's like, hey, hook up with me. Let's bang. Let's bang. Let's bang. Let's bang. Let's bang. And they're like 2 young, inexperienced kids. They have a lot to learn about love and from each other. And I kind of fell in love with it. It's one of my favorite webcomics. It, like I said, it ended last year, so I was like super sad. But it's mostly about these 2 characters coming together, and they have a lot to learn, and it's just like as awkward teenagers. And like I said, it's pretty cute. It kind of goes into the emotion. And yeah, so volume 1 is currently being redrawn by the artist Bell. And although it's over, the duo is still working. They have a Patreon where you can, if you pledge to them, they have a Patreon exclusive comic. They're also planning on working on and releasing a new project. It was supposed to come out earlier this year, but they're probably still working on it. And the artist Bell is actually working on a light novel on a website called Sparkler Monthly. It's a online independent publishing magazine that's mostly aimed towards women and teenage girls. And it's another BL story taking place in a dystopian sci-fi future. So if you want a nice yaoi webcomic, and go have at it, especially since it's Pride Month. My second one is a manga that was released this month because hello, Pride Month. And it's a short one-shot manga, about 100 pages. I'm halfway done with it. It's called My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness. And this was out in Japan. It started in 2014, 15, I don't know. But it recently came to the States, like I said. And it is the true story of the author and artist who, I'm about to read the freaking back of the manga right now. This is literally what it says. 28 years old, no confidence, no direction, never had sex. The candid tell-all of a young woman's struggle with depression and sexuality that has taken the internet by storm.
What?
Yeah. And, I'm like reading this and I'm so surprised I'm not crying because I'm turning 18 next week. My birthday is on Wednesday, July 5th, and we're recording this on Wednesday, June 28th. So I'm surprised I'm not crying because I feel like this is going to be me in 10 years. Like, the author was such a terrible person. It starts off with her past and how she was depressed and she had anxiety. And she talks about how she felt whole and complete in high school, but after high school and after she dropped out of art school after 6 months, she started to break apart and fall apart. And she got a part-time job where she felt like she belonged somewhere, but it wasn't really working for her. And, she started cutting herself, and she was depressed and anxious, and she developed an eating disorder where at first she wasn't eating. Then she started binge eating. And she talks about how she was happy that she was falling apart and things like that. And that's how it starts off. And it pretty soon it just kind of turns into her job hunting, where she decides that she does want to do manga because that's what she always wanted to do. And right now I'm on the part where she's discovering her sexuality, which she is gay, but it took her a very long time to figure that out. Like, it was around the time, like, she was in her 20s when she figured out that she was gay. Like, there's a panel in here. I took a picture of it and tweeted it on Twitter. And she's going, note the difference. And there's a picture of a naked guy, and she's thinking, he sure is naked, but there's a pic, and she's just like super calm, just like unfazed. Then there's a picture of a naked girl, and she's like all flustered and turned on. She's like, say this. And I like took a picture of it and I tweeted it. I was just like, sigh, my life, my fucking life. And like I said, I'm surprised I'm not crying while reading this, because the author is me. This is me in manga form. I can relate to this story so much. Like, I see my life going in two different paths next 10 years. It can either be the super happy, dreamy path, or it can be the dark, depressing path, which the author has experienced or / is currently experiencing. And, I see, like, that super dark path is just growing. And because I relate to the author so much, like, the author is me with some exceptions. And, like I said, I'm just surprised I'm not crying, because I usually cry with stories like these because it's so relatable to me. Mm-hmm. But, it's a really good read so far, even though I'm not crying, like I said. But, I recommend it. It's a one-shot, and it's pretty good so far. So, yeah, those were my recommendations.
Yeah, they actually sound pretty good. I wouldn't mind trying to read out one manga. Like, I wouldn't mind trying to buy off of. I think it'll probably be on Comixology, right?
No, I'm not on there.
God dang it. So wait, is it physically or?
The manga is physical. You can pick it up in bookstores or online. Always Raining Here, like I said, it's a webcomic. It has its own website. So just Google Always Raining Here webcomic. But yeah, you can read them both right now.
The lesbian lonely experience. Yeah, actually sounds not bad actually. I wouldn't mind like reading that.
Yeah, the cover is pink, and it has the author in the background looking terrified. And it starts off I'm about to tell how it starts off. It starts off, the first page is the cover image with the author, and in the front there's like the naked escort, because she hired an escort from a lesbian escort agency, and she's in a love hotel, and she's talking about, like, oh, here I am, 28 years old. I've never dated anyone, never had sex. On top of that, I never had a real job. It's June 2015 in the middle of the day, and I'm face to face with a woman from a lesbian escort agency. That's how it starts off. That's the first page. And she's like, oh, the escort is like, lie back. And she says, I feel anything but sexy right now. I'm as sexually experienced as a newborn. I have a bald spot on my head that I still hide. My arms are covered with scars from cutting, but there's no way to hide them. I never kissed anyone, and obviously I've never been with an escort. So she's just kind of looking scared and not turned on at all while the escort is just kind of working on her. And after that, we only get like 3 pages of that, and before it cuts into like the prequel of her talking about her early days with depression.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is this is it in one of the genres like seinen, or like is it a shonen?
No, let me look on my anime list actually, because it is on my anime list, my lesbian experience. I don't believe it's a yuri. I know it's not a shonen or a seinen. I think it's a yuri. I believe it's a yuri. I'm looking right now. Yeah, Yuri Slice of Life.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, so But yeah, it is an entirely true story. Like it says, like the credit says, true story and art by Nagata Kaibi. I don't know how to say it less. Kaibai. Sometimes Japanese names confuse me, even though I've been watching anime for years.
Yeah, yeah, they can be confusing. But yeah, I think I'll probably pick it up. Like I'll just try and read it because since you already know, each time you log into my anime list, you always keep seeing plan to read, plan to read, plan to read.
I know that's your entire like. I do not see any anime from you. All I see is manga.
Yeah, I'm trying my hardest to like watch some anime. I'm already almost done with this one anime that was in the 80s or like the 70s or 90s or so. I'm almost done with it. Just gotta keep on being patient.
Well, since you bring it up, I think that was an awesome transition to the anime and manga category. Unless you have comic recommendations.
Oh, I have a comic recommendation. I think all I have is one for now. I would have two.
It's
But
probably gonna be like the only time I have to.
recently I just ordered Watchmen, the hardcover edition. So I'm gonna definitely talk about that. I'm definitely gonna give a recommendation on that.
Ooh,
Yeah, and I've been
I
hearing.
haven't read that.
Yeah, I've just been hearing so many freaking good reviews talking about, dude, it's great. Read it. If you're not gonna read it, then you're not a real comic fan or whatever. So, of course, and my mom just recently texted me just now. It should be arriving tomorrow at like 8 a.m. or so.
Okay,
So
that's fine.
definitely cannot wait. Like the one comic that I'm recommending, and I'll just try and say this quick because we're already at like 40 something minutes.
It's fine. We can make the debut episode extra long. Who cares?
Yeah, definitely. The one comic, you already know about this comic, and I'm pretty sure other people know about it. The one comic I'm recommending for this episode of Not Another Nerdcast is Paper Girls.
Yes!
Paper Girls.
I need volume 2 so bad. I just had, after finishing volume 1, it's just been like, I need volume 2. I need volume 2. I need volume 2.
Yeah, like, it's so good. I'm almost done. Oh my god, sorry about that.
It's fine.
Okay, so I'm almost done literally with volume 2. I think I'm on the last issue, and then I'm gonna try and pre-order volume 3 since it's supposed to be coming out in, I think, August or so. But okay, so about Paper Girls. Okay, how can I say this? It's like kind of a love letter, like how my friend was also saying it. It's like supposed to be a love letter to the 80s or so.
Yeah, 80s culture and sci-fi and nostalgia.
Yeah, and it's so good. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know how to pronounce the guy's name. I'll just say Brian K. Like, I think one of his books that I first read was Paper Girls, and when I read Saga, I'm like, I just can't get into this that good. Just like Paper Girls, I'm sorry.
Wait, he wrote Saga?
Yeah, he legitimately wrote Saga.
I haven't read it yet, but I've heard things.
It's just Paper Girls is so good, but Saga, I just couldn't get into it. I'm gonna try and buy volume 2, but like, I don't know. Okay, so
Dude, the funniest shit from Paper Girls, I'm just gonna say it, Paper Girls is a super serious sci-fi story, but the funniest shit in Volume 1 was when one of the characters was playing the NES for the entire year. Like, you could just see her life passing by as she's playing the same damn game on the NES, and then she wakes up and she's like, dude, my life just flashed by my eyes. All I did was stay inside and play this dumbass game that I didn't like.
yes,
You played a game you didn't like for an entire year!
it was so freaking funny because I'm like, how can you do this?
Okay, I'm done. I'm ready. What are we doing?
Like, it was just so freaking funny because, like, once I read that, I'm like, oh my god, is this what she seriously did?
You can see her get super invested into. She's playing Pong, by the way. You can see her get so invested into it, like she's addicted to it. And then she just like, dude, all I did for my life was play this dumb game that I didn't like.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god, Pong wasn't even that fun. How can you get into that? So, like, what?
It's so funny. That was the best shit that came out of that comic.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm done.
But like, if you guys are into like mystery and science fiction, then definitely Paper Girls is a pick. It's like a must pick up.
It's really good. It's like one of my new favorite it's one of my new favorite new comic book series.
Yeah.
So totally pick it up.
I mean, wait, didn't it come out like 2014 or like 2015?
Well, I'm counting it by volume.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but anyways, let's go into I guess anime and manga or manga.
Well, I already talked about one manga, but you do know. Well, the spring season is now coming to a close. A lot of shows are on episode 12. Some shows are carrying into the new season, like My Hero 2 and Sakura Quest. But this season has been known as the season of sequels, and for good reason too.
Yeah, like got Attack on Titan season 2,
which I loved.
I didn't finish it yet.
I'm on my anime list, and I just now realized I haven't marked it as complete. I loved it. As a manga reader, it did almost everything right. The one thing that pisses me off the most about season 2 is episode 9, because episode 9 is goddamn chapter 90 something in the manga.
How far is it? Wait, is it really skipping that much?
No, it was only episode 9, because episode 9 goes into Ymir's backstory, and I was so pissed because in the manga, yet, like, Ymir disappears, and we're all wondering, where the fuck is Ymir? And a lot of us already know because it's goddamn Attack on Titan. But when we finally find out, it's like, yeah, we already knew this, but it's so heartbreaking because when it's revealed where Ymir is, we only figure out where Ymir is when the mystery of the Titans is about to be solved. And, you know, Ymir's reveal is attached to something very important. And when we see her past, when we see this important piece, it's heartbreaking because it's so loving. And then here they are, just like in the anime, episode 9 is that chapter. And I was so pissed because, like, it was a giant mystery that was solved through a heartbreaking notion. And yeah, it was not done well. That was not handled well. But yeah, I was not happy with episode 9.
Yeah.
But you know, after episode 12 aired, it was immediately announced, like Funimation just immediately uploaded the PV for season 3, which is coming out in 2018.
Yeah, because I think when I finally got back on my anime list or so, I saw they already had it. Attack on Titan season 3 coming in 2018. What?
Yeah. And yeah, because the manga is still ongoing, and this current arc, we're like finally figuring out what the fuck are the Titans. And it's a long arc. I'm kind of infuriated with the arc because not because the arc is bad, but because the morals of the characters are pretty infuriating. But this arc is pretty how did my favorite nostalgia critic song go again? Oh, I remember. Exposition. But it's still ongoing, and you know, with season 3 is going to be 12 episodes, which I'm pretty sure it is. We're probably going to have room for a season 4.
Yeah.
Because okay, like the fucking PV for season 3, they give away that they see the ocean. What are you doing, Studio Wit?
They can see the ocean.
Yeah. It's in the PV for season 3. Like, the PV for season 3 shows Eren, Mikasa, and Armin at the ocean.
What the heck? Okay, this week, I gotta read. Okay, I have work this week, but I'm gonna definitely, during breaks, I'll definitely try to watch Attack on Titan season 2.
Yeah, and if you want to read the manga is on Crunchyroll, but unfortunately it only starts at chapter 58, and it's in the middle of a new arc. And it has Levi. It starts off with Levi fighting someone who, well, I'm gonna say his name. His name is Kenny, but I'm not gonna give away who exactly he is because Kenny was kind of a jackass, but he turned into one of my favorite characters in the manga. Yeah, so if you want to pick up the manga, you're gonna have to like buy the volumes in bookstores or Bookwalker. And then if you have a premium Crunchyroll account, you can read the manga from chapter 58 and then on, because that's how I read it.
Yeah, like it's just with the manga, I don't know. It's just ever since when Attack on Titan became so overrated and so big here, it's just been pushing me back. I'm like, it's so overrated. It can't be that
I think
good.
it's overrated. It's like, I think it's one of those shows that deserve the hype.
I mean, it looks good. Like at first, when I was like watching it, I was like, "Oh my god, this is freaking great!" But like during the second half of the season, I was like, "Okay, this is boring." Like it's kind of boring a little bit. But for season 2, I was a little bit hyped. I'll admit, I was a little bit hyped because I was like, "Oh, we're finally getting season 2." And when I saw the first episode or the second, I was like, "This is good."
Yeah, because season 2 was handled correctly. I mean, the director, he's not directing the season, he's overlooking the season, but it's directed by someone else. And what season 2 definitely does right, in my opinion, is it plays up the horror mystery aspect, and it makes Titans fucking scary again. Which, unless you're reading the manga at the current point, Titans are scary right now, but they're scary from a moral and humanity standpoint.
Yeah, like the Titans, I think they'll always be creepy for God's sake, especially during the first episode of like season 2.
Yeah, but they just kind of turned into a dank meme, and now all of a sudden they're scary again.
Yeah, this week I'll try and definitely squeeze in some time to probably like maybe finish season 2 because I'll admit I have not been watching that many anime. Only just been watching like one old school anime and that's it. Because I was like, I'm so bored. I mean, we both have time to freaking watch anime,
It's summer.
but it's just I'm still bored. I don't even feel like watching anything.
Well, honestly, it's been kind of a weak first half of the year for anime, because winter was pretty weak, because winter is always the weakest season. If you ask me, the best season from the winter season, I made a video about this on my own personal YouTube channel, was Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, the new Kyoto Animation show, which was a show that came out of nowhere, and it ended up being like the hypest show that season. It made me so happy. And the spring season is the season of sequels. So like I said, you have Titan, My Hero, but there's also some really good shows outside of the season of sequels. Like Sakura Quest is probably one of my favorites. And there's also Kato the Right Answer, which is amazing. Like, if you guys watch Kato the Right Answer, don't look at it. Don't look at the summary. Don't look at the poster. Just start at episode 0. You have to watch episode 0. Don't even start episode 1. Don't even look at the fucking thumbnails. Just watch episode 0. You can watch it and sub on Crunchyroll, dub on Funimation. Both are good. But Kato the Right Answer is just this new original anime. It's fresh. The animation is quality for fucking CG animation. There are little hiccups here and there, but it's a quality show. I'm loving it, even though I'm only 3 episodes in. But I highly recommend it.
Okay, sorry about that.
Okay. I got carried away there. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good. No, you're good. Like, just feel free to chat with all you want or so. But I think I did hear about that. I think I did, and then I think I didn't choose to. I remember seeing one of these animes or so for this season where I think they had an hour episode or like a 40-minute episode. I was like, what?
Alice in Zoroku. That's what you're thinking.
Yeah, I was actually going to watch that, but I was like, what?
I did.
Was it good?
Okay, here's the thing. Alice in Zoroku is kind of it's kind of pretty. It's a tired show. It relies on a lot of old anime tropes. It starts off like fucking Elfen Lied with this little girl escaping from prison using her superpowers. But what makes it watchable, what makes like the reason why I'm still watching it is because there's an old Japanese grandpa who's getting too old for this shit. He makes the show enjoyable. Just like out of all of this tired, superpowered, just kind of all these tropes, the only reason why you would watch it is because Japanese grandpa is getting too old for this shit.
I guess I'll like yeah, I guess I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I'm only on episode 6, and like I said, there's like some parts of the show I'm like, stop. But then Japanese grandpa comes back, and I'm enjoying myself again.
Oh, okay, alright. For next season, oh my god. You already know why I'm excited for next season. You already know.
I'm excited too.
Because you already know I never stop shutting up about that one anime.
I'm excited too. What can I say? I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, and it's Kakeguru. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Kakegurui.
Yeah, Kakegurui. Jesus Christ, it's just so weird. Like,
it's kind of a mouthful, but I'm looking forward to it as well. Even though unlike you, I have not read the manga, so you should probably take this one.
Okay, so for the plot, it's basically about like this one new student named Yumiko Jabami, and she's going to a gambling school or so. And the system, I'm pretty sure if any of you are listening to this podcast, you probably heard it from Aki Dearest or Giguk. I hope I pronounced his name right. The plot is like, of course, this one new student going to a gambling high school. It feels like a college, I'm not gonna lie. And the system is just so messed up because if you lose all your money or so, I think you will become a pet to this one person or a pet to the whole school, and you'll be treated like trash no matter what. Like, you can't like deny any of them. Like, okay, not trying to sound dark or anything, but I guess if the person probably wants to shoot you, I don't think you can deny that. I'm not sure if that.
You're kind of a slave, really.
Yeah, basically. You can't deny anything. But if you are the pet or the slave, then you can ask to gamble anyone. And to make it fair, they can't deny that request at all. Which is good, because then you could try and get your money back or so. But the whole story is just great. Yumiko Jabami is so overpowered. I mean, she will lose at some points, and she will win at some points, but she's kind of overpowered. And there was just like one main. Actually, no, not gonna say the rest. All I know is, or all I'm just gonna say is, great manga, one of my favorites easily, because I love to gamble. Not that, not that CSGO.
That sounds bad out of context.
Yeah, like, not the CSGO gambling or anything like that. No. But, just regular gambling. It's one of the animes I am super excited for this coming season. I think there's another one. I can't remember, I'll have to check. But, you can say which ones you're excited for while I'm looking it up.
Well, honestly, the summer season also looks a little weak for me because I'm only excited for like 2 shows, and that's Kakegurui and the first ever actual Yuri anime that we're ever going to get, because not Netsuyuki Trap. And the reason why I say actual Yuri is because I'm a Fujoshi. If you don't know what that means, I'm a person who likes to see boys do gay things to each other. But I also love my Yuri. And there's a difference between Yuri and Shoujo-ai and Yaoi and Shonen-ai. And that's Yuri and Yaoi are more sexual, while Shoujo-ai and Shonen-ai, which means girls love and boys love respectively, are more lighter and fluffy. So this year, we're getting, for the first time ever, we're getting anime adaptations of actual Yuri manga. And it's going to be, for some reason, Natsuki Trap is listed as a Shoujo-ai on my anime list when it's actually really a Yuri, if you look at the characteristics and the elements. And I'm just excited because we're actually getting, kind of sexual Yuri. And we don't get a lot of yaoi or Yuri anime, but we're, this is a new studio called Creators Impact. It's just animating this manga about two girls that are in high school and have boyfriends and are cheating on their boyfriends with each other. And like I said, it's super sexual. But the one I'm really looking forward to is coming out in the fall season called Citrus, which I have read the first 3 volumes of the manga to. And it's one of those I'm in love with my sister who's not my sister stories. And I'm not a fan of incest in anime, but for some reason when it comes to Yuri, I don't know, probably because I'm gay. Not that I'm gay for my siblings. I don't even have a sibling. But like, but like I like it. Okay. Let's just get away from that. I like it. We're getting away from that. I like Citrus because it's refreshing in its genre, and the girls are hot. What they do to each other is hot. So, that's like the second anime I'm looking forward to. The rest of the stuff, there's like things here and there that I'm optimistic about that I want to sit down and watch. Like, Made in Abyss looks pretty cute, I guess.
Yeah, like
and there's
oh, my bad. I was
just gonna say, Koita Uso. It sounds kind of dumb, but like in the beginning it sounded dumb, but then you keep reading the summary and it's just like, oh, this might actually be good. But there's like some more sequel shows, like the Monogatari sequel, the Fate sequel, New Game sequel. There's like this dumb light novel show about a smartphone, and the one show that I'm only watching because I watched the first, not exactly, I guess it's a series, but there was this show that came out last year called Token Rambu, and I watched the first episode on Crunchyroll, was like, okay, fuck this, not watching anymore. Then my friend Megan, you can find her on a podcast, one of my favorite podcasts called Dub Talk. She was tweeting about it, and apparently the Dubcast had a lot of voice actors that I really loved in it, so I ended up watching the entire thing with her. And then turns out that was the fun version, because it's a dumb show based off of a gacha game. And turns out that version that we watched last year was the fun version, because there's a much more darker and serious version. And it's being animated by Affordable.
Yeah, like,
so I'm a little optimistic, but at the same time, I did not like the first one, and I'm only watching this one because, like, I was like, "Hello, darkness." I retweeted the announcement tweet. I was like, "Hello, darkness, my old friend." And Megan was super excited because that show was trash, and I was like, "If we're doing this, we're doing it together."
You have no idea how pissed I was, because I was so misleading. Because when I saw it, I'm like, "Oh my god, I didn't even know this was actually coming out this year." But it was the fun and slice of life type version. I wanted the serious one.
You played the game?
Yes, I wanted the serious one.
Oh, well, it's finally coming out, and it's being animated by a good studio, so maybe it will be good, but man, I did not like the first one.
Yeah,
it was so boring.
Yeah, that's why I think I just, like, canceled it out of my plan to watch list. Because I was like, I wanted the serious one, not this happy joy one. No.
Okay.
And
wait, happy joy, happy joy. I'm sorry, I had to.
What I came up at the top of my head, but like, I plan to watch Token Rambu, as well, because luckily enough, I haven't gotten to play a little bit of the Japanese one, like the web version or so. It was not bad, but my god, I don't know how Japanese people can get addicted to these type of games. Like,
gacha games, because you gotta catch them all like Pokemon.
I don't understand. How can you be addicted to these web browsing games? Like, I've never played Kantai. I tried to, but I guess my freaking they knew my IP address or so. I tried to play that, but I couldn't. So I only could play Token Rambu, and that was back in 2015. I only could play it for a little bit or so and whatnot. It was not bad, I guess, but I just don't see how it's addicting. But yeah, I plan to watch that, and I think you said Made in Abyss too. Anyways, I plan to watch Token Rambu, and I think you said Made in Abyss as well, right? I plan to watch that.
It's based off of a web comic, and it looks pretty cute. Like, it looks different and fresh. But while you were talking about Token Rambu, I will say this one thing about Token Rambu. If you want to watch it, please support the dub on Funimation, because the dub was directed by Jade Saxton. And my good lord, the woman had to go through hell, because every episode there was always a brand new character getting introduced. So it was like she had to scramble and find like enough male and like one or two female voice actors to voice over 20 or 30 characters. And the woman went to hell. So if you do want to check it out, the fun version, or you just want to rip on it with friends, I don't really recommend watching it, but at least watch the first episode just for Jade, because dear God, if there was one reason why I kept watching it besides the fact I was watching it with Megan, it was that the dub cast, they kept adding voice actors that I really liked. Like, I only watched the first episode because it had Marcus Stimmick and Aaron Roberts, and then all of a sudden it's just like, hey, here's Jonathan Tatum, hey, here's Ian Sinclair, hey, here's Damon Mills, hey, here's Morgan Berry, hey, here's Brendan McGinnis, hey, here's Josh Greeley. And I was just like, fuck you, Funimation. That was why I kept watching it, just the dub cast.
Yeah, I'll try and do that, because for Kakegurui, I was going to literally buy Funimation subscription to hear the dub of that. But like, now that you just told me and how much pain this woman went through, I will definitely get a subscription and watch that.
The show is nicknamed Sword Boy Hell for a reason besides the dub cast.
What the heck?
It's Sword Boy Hell. That's what we nicknamed it, because god damn it, this show sucks and it's boring, and watching it is like going through hell and back. But apparently Jade Saxton really likes the show, and seriously, just like support her, tell her that she did a good job.
Definitely that anime I'll be watching. And I think there's a few. I think I plan to see Centaur no Nayami.
Oh, I've been looking at that. Maybe that will be alright, I don't know.
Yeah. I'll probably watch Princess Principal. I'm not sure yet.
I'm not sure about that one either.
Yeah. And
Stan Lee anime.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Stan Lee made an anime, holy fuck!
I forgot about that. Oh god.
There's also a yaoi anime coming out next season that I will be definitely watching.
Oh. You're gonna be known as a yaoi lover.
Hey, we don't get a lot of yaoi, so whatever comes out, I gotta eat it up.
Like, I don't know if you've been seeing this in my list, but like, for next season, well, I mean, after summer, for like fall, I've been reading Inuyashiki. My lord, it's so good. It's so addicting.
What is it called? I'm on Mel right now. I'm like looking at your reading.
Inuyashiki. It has an old man in the cover.
And you watched it?
Like, no, Inuyashiki.
Oh, this is the one that Giga recommended.
Yes, like when I first saw that, I'm like, wait, an old man turning into a robot. That is awesome.
I plan on reading this as well.
Trust me, you'll get addicted to it, because it's made by the same guy that made Gantz, or Gantz, or however you want to pronounce it.
Gantz.
Yeah.
It's Gantz.
Yeah, Gantz. I forgot what else he written and drew. But like, you already know, the guy is gonna have like seinen in it. It's just gonna be so brutal. Not gonna be a pussy or anything like that. So if you're not into dark stuff, then I don't recommend it. If so, then definitely try and check it out or whatever. But oh god. Is that all you wanted to chat about, or?
Yeah, we can talk about anime more in the next episode, especially since probably when we record the next episode, the new season might start.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so you ready to move on?
Yep. So,
Alright.
the Super Nintendo Classic.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So, who wants to bet that in the year, Nintendo is going to discontinue this one as well?
How much do I want to bet?
How much is the NES Classic and this Classic Edition will cost combined?
Oh my god.
Plus an extra $50?
It's like I think on Anime News Network it's supposed to be like costing $80 maybe or $70.
It is $80.
Yeah, when I saw that I'm like, what? I don't remember. Wait, did that cost for the originals, like the other ones?
No. The NES Classic costs 60. The SNES Classic, I think it's the extra 20. I don't think it has as many games as the NES Classic, but because it was like the next generation of consoles for Nintendo, and it is one of their most popular consoles, that's probably why it costs more.
Yeah, like all I wanted for like the Super Nintendo, all I wanted was just Earthbound. That's it, nothing else.
Earthbound is on
I know.
it.
That's why I'm going to instantly buy it. I'm not pre-ordering it. No, I'm pre-purchasing that bad boy, and definitely walking into my GameStop and just like accepting it. I'm not waiting on eBay buyers or like sellers because you already know they're gonna sell it for.
That's what I'm doing.
Like they're already gonna sell it for like $5,000 or possibly even more.
Yes, go to GameStop.
Like anyone that's listening to this podcast, if you're a fan of the Super Nintendo and you just been always wanting one, this is the time to get it. I'm not sure how many old consoles left like that Nintendo is going to do, but in seeing how they always keep having short in stock or whatever, definitely pre-order this or pre-purchase it, because of course you already know the GameStop employees are going to tell you, sorry, we're all sold out.
Yeah, it's best to go to GameStop, pre-purchase it from them, and pick it up when it come out. Actually, I'm glad we're talking about this topic because I have quite a bit to say, actually, so I'm sorry. This is probably going to take time on my end.
No, you're good.
Okay, well, I'm a person, I grew up gaming, and I'm kind of an old soul. I actually have a total of 12 consoles, including handhelds. And, I'm currently trying to collect all of the consoles that I miss. Like, I'm going to get an Atari and an NES, either or, whatever I find first. And I was lucky enough to get an NES Mini during the holiday, and we all know what happened. I got discontinued. I was lucky enough to get an NES Mini, but with the SNES Classic, I'm definitely going to be picking this up because when it comes to the Super Nintendo, I'm not sure if I want to buy an original authentic one or not, because when I'm shopping around for old games or old consoles, I don't want clones. I want the real thing, and I have an entire list of old consoles that I still need to get. That includes the Atari, the NES Mini, and the GameCube, which I almost had a chance to get my hands on with my little cousin. I grew up with a PlayStation in my household.
Oh my god, I have the GameCube, the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. I can't believe you didn't get a GameCube.
I almost got my hands on one, but my little cousin, my younger cousin, he's not little, he's going into 10th grade. He gave it to one of my younger cousins who's he just turned 10, so he has his hands on the GameCube that I wanted, which is great, which is wonderful. But I really want a GameCube. I played his GameCube because I used to see him a lot back when we were kids. Now he's around the corner. So yeah, I really need a GameCube, especially because like my consoles. Here's my consoles. I have the PlayStations 1 through 4 plus a Vita. I have the N64, the Wii, the Wii U. I was lucky enough to get my hands on a Switch for $20 cheaper at a used game shop that I was just in that day. While I was shopping, someone dropped it off and said that he didn't like the console. That's how I got my hands on the Switch. Yeah, I also have a DS, a 3DS, and the NES Classic. I believe that's all of them because I don't want to count anymore. So when the SNES Classic came out, I kind of had like to do a depressed sigh because it's like, I'm buying this, but I probably won't be as lucky because fuck you, Nintendo. Learn how to supply so that you can meet demand.
That's the thing that irritates me about Nintendo. I love them, but my god, I don't know when they started doing this. I think it was when the Amiibo.
No, I think it started back with the Wii or the Wii U. Well, not the Wii U, because nobody played the Wii U.
No one.
I got a Wii U for my birthday just because I wanted to play Splatoon.
I need to get Splatoon like on the Wii U real quick and just play the campaign. Because since Splatoon 2 is coming out, I need to try and get Switch.
Yes. I'm super excited. I am never giving up my Wii U, by the way. Don't ask. You can't get your the Wii U was kind of like the failure of Nintendo, the black sheep of Nintendo, but
Yeah. But
especially
you are lucky that you got an NES, because like I was even talking about this with my mom. She was like, "Oh yeah, I heard about it. Like you should definitely get it." Next thing you know, I think I forgot about it, or I think it was a game coming out around the time. I think it was, God, I forgot. What year did the NES come out?
and I do not know. I will Google it right now.
Okay, because I know it was coming out around the time a game that I wanted was coming out, I believe.
It came out in what? This isn't the right one.
2015 or 16?
No, it says 1983, but I do not think that is the right one. No, it probably is the right one. I don't know. It definitely came out in the 80s because if Paper Girls taught us anything.
Everything.
Yeah, but I'm definitely getting the SNES Classic because A, I'm kind of a collector, and B, if I like the SNES Classic, maybe I'll get a SNES, because the reason why I've been keeping that off my list is because, yeah, I want one, but I don't know what games I want on it.
Yeah, like, I remember there was this flea market, like, kind of close to my house or so, and at first I was going to go there to see if they have any old consoles, or I think my mom knew this guy that was going to give away this console, and I was going to get it. I think I was supposed to get a Nintendo NES, but I did not. I mean, I wanted it, but I just didn't care about it that much. The only console I cared about was either the N64 or the Super Nintendo, because I just wanted to play Earthbound, or like
Zelda?
No, not that. I mean, I already got the Zelda collection for GameCube.
That's true, but like with me, I wanted to play it on the original. I want the original thing on the original console.
Yeah, I can understand that. I mean,
yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah, I guess I can add Zelda to the list. I guess I kind of wanted it, but I only wanted 2 games, I think, and it was just Killer Instinct and just Earthbound. And wait, wasn't Mario RPG?
Yeah, Mario RPG is going to be on the SNES Classic too.
Yes, I also wanted that, and I was like, I didn't care about the NES that much. But I really wanted SNES. But like now that it's like coming out this year, I need to get the SNES. My God, because I don't know. I just need one of the classic systems, for God's sake. Not just to keep it because it'll be rare, but just to have fun with it.
Yeah, like we said, like the best thing that you can do in order to get a SNES is go to GameStop and pre-purchase it there. That's like the best thing you can do, especially with Nintendo's practices, and who knows, it can be gone in a year, just like the SNES, the NES Mini.
Yeah, because like, I mean, you can also go to Amazon probably as well, but like, I already heard like things about Amazon where people pre-purchase.
They're scrappers.
Yeah, like people pre-purchase stuff off of, the scrappers, and even if people bought it straight up from Amazon, and they pre-purchased it, literally, and they were supposed to get it on the day that it comes out, I think, they didn't get it, because they were told, like, oh, it's out of stock, and then they would have to get their money back, like a full refund, which was totally bogus. So I guess just either try and go with, if you love Amazon, I guess go with it, but in my opinion, or in our opinion, just go to GameStop.
Go to GameStop. That's the best thing you can do. Just go to GameStop.
Yeah, but
because scrappers are, man, fuck them. Like my aunt, she's the one who got me the NES Mini, and I was like checking with her, like, did you get this online? How much did you pay for it? And she said, Ari, I'm not stupid. I was almost going to do that as well. And I was like, you're evil. Don't do that, please.
Oh, God.
just fuck the scrappers, man.
Exactly, because like when I saw that it has many, I was like, oh man, let me guess, it's gonna be 500. No, 5,000 or 1,000. What?
Yep. Like there's a difference between flippers and scrappers. Flippers are okay because they're mostly artists and they like buy the old cartridges and they like give it a new coat of paint and they sell it off as art. But scrappers just buy the thing for cheap and sell it to unaware people for like one grand or something.
Exactly. That crap is so ridiculous and annoying.
It's
But
whatever.
You want to talk about the Steam Summer Sale or just go to Wonder Woman?
What can we even talk about with the summer sale? Like I can't really invest in the summer sale that much. I've only gotten 3 games off of the summer sale using the money I get from graduation because I'm still jobless. Fuck. But I can't really comment on deals or anything from that.
Yeah.
And I haven't even played the games that I bought from the sale.
Yeah, like the only games I got was because since Beyond Good and Evil is coming out, like the sequel, I bought Beyond Good and Evil 1. I bought Broken Age.
Oh, that's good. Too bad it's not coming back.
What? What?
Yeah, no. Broken Age was a Kickstarter game, and the Kickstarter was super shoddy because it was like, hey, keep giving us money because we don't know how to budget, and we're gonna get Jack Black in this game to say like 3 lines, and it was a big budgeted game, just completely funded through Kickstarter. Every time it was always like, give us more money, give us more money, give us more money, and it's not coming back for a sequel.
I mean,
but episode one is really good. It's a good puzzle game. I got it on my PlayStation, but yeah, it leaves on a giant cliffhanger. Like, hey, wait for episode 2. We're never getting an episode 2.
So you're telling me I just bought only episode 1?
Well, maybe like I said, it's enjoyable. Yeah, you only got episode 1. It's enjoyable. It's a really pretty challenging puzzle game, but yeah, the fact that there's not going to be a sequel just sucks.
I want my money back.
Maybe you'll enjoy it because it's between 2 characters. It's a double narrative game. Maybe you'll enjoy it. I don't know.
I hope so.
Yeah, but like the cliffhanger leaves so much to be desired, and it's just like, where's episode 2? When because the devs don't know how to fucking budget.
It's so god, it's Skullgirls all over again.
Dude, I can do an entire episode talking about Kickstarter games because successful and failed Kickstarter games fascinate me. I mean, Undertale was a Kickstarter game from the guy who worked at Homestuck, who tried to make a game and just completely bombed its Kickstarter campaign.
He bombed it? I thought he did successful.
No. Toby Fox, who made Undertale, he kickstarted the game, but he virtually made it all by himself. So the Kickstarter money mostly went to bills, I believe. But he was working on Homestuck, who tried to make their own Kickstarter game, and it was not successful. Like, I can go on and I'm not a Homestuck fan, but like I said, I'm just fascinated with Kickstarter games, so I can just go on and on about Homestuck's failed Kickstarter
Let's
game.
try and do that for the next
episode. Yeah, we could totally do that next episode.
But yeah, because I'm actually interested in this. But
yeah, no, trust me, I'm not a Homestuck fan, like I said, but because I have interest in this kind of thing.
Yeah, like, I think I've only helped, 2 Kickstarters or whatever, or type of Kickstarter, games. Like, I helped with Indivisible, and then I, supported this one game called Monster Prom. I was gonna fund Psychonauts too, but I didn't have the money at the time, but at least it got successfully funded, and I got Beyond Good and Evil, Broken Age, Nights into Dreams, and wait, what did I get? Okay, I also got Thrillville off the rails because I swear I did not know this was on Steam. I could have bought this so long ago. And then,
that always sucks.
what?
That always sucks when you just see a game and you're like, oh, I wonder if I can get it. And it was on Steam the entire time.
Exactly, because this was my childhood. I freaking loved playing this on the PSP. It was so much fun. If I bought this like a while ago, I probably would have had 100 and something hours on it.
Well then.
Yeah, and a few others, but that's all we can say. What games did you buy?
Well, like I said, I wasn't able to really indulge in the summer sale that much. I had like $25 to work with. So the games that I really wanted off of my wish list just kind of exceeded that limit. So I only got 3 games. The first one I got was Banished, it's a city builder, and I love city builders. And I've had my eye on it for quite a long time, so I finally picked that one up. Then I got Hollow Knight, which everybody has just been talking about. I wanted to get Night in the Woods, but I couldn't really because it wasn't really that cheap. But I don't mind paying full price. I'll just get it another day. That's probably going to be the next one I get, hopefully. And the last one I got was a pretty cheap one called La Eat. And Lay Eat, I don't know. But it's super, super cheap game. So I got that one as well. Like the games I really wanted was Night in the Woods and Agatha's Knife. Agatha's Knife by Mingo Protocol, which they've made Mingo Protocol. You guys should really check them out. They have a Twitter. Their Twitter handle is Mingo Protocol. And last year they made a game that I played. It was a super quick 2-hour point and click adventure, really easy, called Mechanica. And I kind of fell in love with it, even though it was like quick and easy. But the main character was what made me fall in love with it. And as soon as I heard that they were doing a sequel with her best friend Agatha, and it's about her creating her own religion, I was like, I need this. Because it's such a crude game with just a crude sense of humor and characters that don't give a fuck. The devs don't give a fuck. I love it. Check it out. So, yeah.
Yeah, I got Lee. I never tried it, but Hollow Knight. Wait, what? Go on.
Oh, I was say I did not know anything about Hollow Knight. Everybody was just talking about it, so I finally got it.
Yeah, I heard it's great. I think I may buy it because, like, I know kind of a little bit of money left, and I want to buy at least like 2 or like 1 more thing, so I may just end up buying just Hollow Knight. But yeah, that was it for this one. But,
well, looks like we did have things to talk about for the summer sale.
Yeah.
It's like we have like 2 more topics.
Yeah. Okay, so I just recently saw Wonder Woman on my.
Wait, you just now saw Wonder Woman? Dude, I saw that opening night.
Don't blame me.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
I know.
I'm just messing with you.
It's already sad. I didn't get to see it.
Here's a tiny song on the world's smallest violin. You can't hear it, but it's there.
I even told my friend, since like I'm so big into DC, because like when it comes to Marvel and DC, I like DC more in a way. And I was telling her, I'm going to see it before you. But I didn't. She saw it before me. So, sad face.
Makes you feel any better? I still haven't seen Guardians 2, and I'm still pissed about it.
I didn't see it yet. If that makes you feel better.
Okay then. Well, what you think about? Are we gonna do spoilers for Wonder Woman? It's been out for a while.
Yeah.
We should probably be nice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's still a lot of people that probably haven't seen it. So, spoilers, guys. I'll leave a timestamp to the next time. To the next topic. So if you don't want to get spoiled, but anyways, so.
Easily the best DC movie since The Dark Knight.
I mean, this movie, it wasn't better than Batman vs Superman. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Man, fuck Batman v Superman. I am still incredibly salty about that movie. Like, seriously, when I saw Batman v Superman, oh my god, I would not shut up about how much I hated that movie for months. Like, my friends were so sick of me. They were like, Ari, shut the fuck up. We know that you hate it. And I'm just like, no, I hate that movie. Fuck that movie.
You want to know something? Honestly, I didn't watch it. I was going to watch it, but I just kept hearing people kept saying, it sucked. It was terrible. It was garbage. I'm like, what?
Oh, dude, save yourself. It was horrible. Like, Batman v Superman was the most hyped DC movie before the movie was ever announced. We all wanted to see Batman and Superman duke it out on the big screen. And then it finally comes in this shit.
Martha, why did you just say that name?
Martha!
What the hell was that?
Oh, save yourself. Like, my dad still hasn't seen... No, wait, my dad has seen it. He still hasn't seen Suicide Squad.
I didn't see that yet. I heard it was...
Save yourself!
Oh my god, how many Batmans are there?
Dude, it all started with The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight was okay. No, I'm sorry, not The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight is excellent. The Dark Knight Rises was okay. Then Man of Steel comes out. Not that good, but it's bearable. Batman v Superman comes out. I want to shoot myself. Suicide Squad comes out. I want to shoot myself. The thing about Wonder Woman, however, I said, if they butcher Wonder Woman, I'm quitting the DCEU.
Yeah, okay.
Okay?
Yeah, because with Wonder Woman, you can't freaking fuck her up. Like, you cannot mess up with Wonder Woman. Like, my god, she's...
Especially since she's never had a movie before. Like, she had a shitty made-for-TV movie, but she's never had her own movie or game, and this is the first time we see her on a big screen. And as someone who grew up with Wonder Woman, as someone who idolized Wonder Woman as a child, like, if DC ruined the movie, that was it. That was the last straw for me.
Exactly, because, like, I was praying. I was hoping for Wonder Woman to, like, get popular and big. It's like, I just didn't want them to mess it up. Like, Wonder Woman is one of the most well-known superheroines, I hope I pronounced that right, in the world. Like, you cannot mess her up. Like, come on now.
Yeah, she is like the OG of the Justice League. She is one of the main three of the Justice League: Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. And yet, Wonder Woman has never gotten that much attention or recognition, even though she's one of DC's most profitable characters.
Exactly. Plus, she's in the Trinity with, like, Superman and Batman. Like, what the heck? I mean, she's had her own, just like you said, she had her own, like, reality, well, not reality.
Made-for-TV movie that was shit, and she's had, like, a few TV shows.
Yeah, like, some animated movie or whatever, but, like...
The animated movies, no, not the animated movies, the live-action movie.
But,
okay.
She's had those, the animated movies and whatnot, but she's never had a single game. None of that. Like, just none. And never had a freaking single video game. So she's kind of, I don't know, a bit, I wouldn't say super underrated, but, like, you just don't hear her that much often until now.
Yeah, no, she's not underrated, but she's just never been recognized.
Yeah, like, you don't hear that many people talking about her. Because, like, if you were to, like, go up to someone in the street, ask them, okay, name a superhero real quick. 9 out of 10, they will say either Batman or Superman. Not Wonder Woman. No, none of that.
Yeah, I was, like, talking to my aunt, and she said that she's never heard of Wonder Woman until the movie, and I was like, what? How?
See? Like, wait, she's never heard of her?
No, she's never heard of Wonder Woman until the movie.
She's never saw the show.
Yeah, no, my aunt is an older woman, but yeah, she said that she's never heard of Wonder Woman until the movie.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, that's...
But...
God.
But anyway, back to the movie.
Yeah, like, Wonder Woman, oh my god. My friends were, like, I guess they were kept, like, whispering to me a little bit, because, like, I mean, they don't read comics, like, they don't at all, and I'm the only one that was in a group that was, like, reading, that just reads comics and whatnot, so I guess they were, asking me a bit questions or something, but they just kept whispering, like, if Steve dies, I'm going to cry, and then he dies.
I didn't cry, but, like, okay, I have quite a few things to say about it, but, oh boy. Where do I even start? Do you want to start? I have quite a few things to say about it. Seriously. Good things.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay. Like I said, it's all good things. But going into this movie, well, quick thing I just want to get out of this way. Like, just because they got it fresh on Rotten Tomatoes doesn't mean I trust it, okay? Look, we all know what happened with Man of Steel, Batman v Superman. The Suicide Squad was like one that people could agree on. But going into this movie, I was kind of afraid that they were going to turn it into like a giant feminist thing, because Ghostbusters 2016 was a thing that happened. And
it was a great movie. What are you talking about?
I hated Ghostbusters.
Don't worry, I'm joking. I did.
I'm just like, I hated Ghostbusters 2016. Like, I was like super worried they're gonna turn it into like this giant feminist thing, because although Wonder Woman was made for boys, feminists have been trying to get their hands on Diana forever. God damn. And she's like, Wonder Woman turned 75 and she was initiated as an honorary member of the UN or something like that. But watching this movie, I was like, please don't turn into like a feminist thing. Please don't turn into like a feminist thing. And the moments where you do think they're going to turn into a feminist thing, turns out it's not, because it is playing to the time period. Like, there's a scene in the movie where Diana she just like, Steve tells her to stay out of the conference room with all of these generals, but she walks in and all the men in the room are like, there's a woman in this room. And I'm like, okay, this is where it's going to turn to like a feminist thing. But no, it's just a time period. This is how things were back then. And they bring up things like women's suffrage, and it's just like, no, it's a time period. And there are like other things that I was afraid they were going to do, like the fish out of water aspect, like where she's trying on all the clothes. They're like, oh, they're really going to play this up and make it a giant joke. But it's like, hey, you try on, to quote the joke Nostalgia Critic made, hey, did you try on the dresses? Yes, I didn't like any of them. All right, let's go.
Yeah, because like I was also worried too. I'm like, oh man, I already know I'm going to cringe or I'm going to start hating this scene. But no, they didn't do none of that feminism type of stuff. Like,
they didn't do the feminism. They didn't do the tropes. Like, it's there, but they just like, hey, like when it comes to the feminism, it's just like, hey, this is a time period. All right, let's move on. And when it comes to like the old tropes, it's just like, hey, here's a thing. All right, that's done. Let's move on.
Yeah, like.
and
oh, go on. All I was just gonna say was like, if you've been in the history class for, I don't know, a few grades or whatever, you would know this happened back then.
Yeah, this is how it was. And not to mention Gal Gadot. It's like, or is it Gadot or Godot? I think it's Godot.
It's Gadot.
Gadot, okay. But she just plays the role so well. Like, Wonder Woman has always been a symbol of strength and courage, and she's also incredibly beautiful and incredibly kind and sweet and genuine. And this movie gets that. Like, there are moments in the movie where, like, I believe this is Wonder Woman, especially with Gal's performance. Like, there's like another fish out of water scene that's it's kind of funny, like the ice cream scene where she eats the ice cream and she's like, you should be so proud of yourself. Like, it's another fish out of water scene. Like, okay, we're here, let's move on. But it also shows just how sweet and innocent that she is. And I laughed at it, and I was also like, yeah, this is Wonder Woman. And another scene that really got me was after they freed the Belgian village, and one of the soldiers, he's singing. And he comes out and he talks to Diana and Steve, and she's like, "Oh, but who's gonna sing for us?" And I was touching my heart, like, oh, that was genuinely sweet. Yeah, this is Diana. I believe this. This is a woman that I grew up with. This is the woman that I idolized. This is Wonder Woman, and this movie understands her. Unlike Man of Steel or Batman v Superman, this movie understands its character. This is Diana.
Yeah, like, it was just great. It matched everything about her. It matched her origin. Well, I don't know what the heck they be doing in the comics. They just always keep changing it, but like, the one I'm familiar with is like how she was made from clay, which was like, what? But
yeah, well, with Diana, it's like she was always made from clay. That's mostly how it goes. But when it comes to Ares, it's either Ares is her father because her mom banged Ares and she got pregnant with Diana, or her mom made or Ares is her brother, which is where the whole clay thing comes in. But it's mostly she was made from clay. That's how it's mostly been this entire time. That's the most common origin.
Yeah, like I'm glad that they went with that because DC they still want to like freaking put the new DC, I mean like the new 52 origins down our throats still, which I don't know why when they're still doing when they're doing a great job with DC Rebirth, but I'm glad that they picked the old origin like the original one.
Yeah, me too. Because I was kind of expecting for it to be like, no, Diana, I am your father, and I was like waiting for it because I was like, this can go one or two ways, and they stuck to the origin of she was made out of clay and Ares is her brother. So, thank you for that.
Yeah.
But I would have been okay with
Yeah,
either.
like you have no idea how much I was so confused. I mean, I was paying attention to the movie. I was watching it, literally. But once Ares came out, I was like, wait, is this Zeus? Ares? Zeus? Why does he have lightning? What?
Because they're the children of Zeus. Like, Ares is Zeus's son, and Diana was brought to life with Zeus's power.
That makes no sense! Like, I'm okay to see, like, Zeus, which I thought at first, because I was like, okay, so Ares is the general. Nope. And then the guy, that old guy, comes out and says, no, I am not Ares, as what you think you, or what you may think or so. I'm like, okay, so you're Zeus? Wow. Nice clip. Like, nice, freaking trick or so. Or whatever. Plot twist or so. Nope, it's Ares. What? Make up your mind.
Yeah, speaking of Ares, god damn it, movie, you fucked Ares up. Why did you make him some old pasty British guy?
Exactly. That was just...
Like, not to mention the CG on the suit was terrible.
It was. I'm like, what?
Ugh, I hated that. Because the entire time, I knew who Ares was. Like, right from the beginning, I was like, that's Ares. That's Ares. I already know that old British dude is Ares. And when it was finally revealed, I was like, yeah, I knew it. Please tell me this old British white guy is going to be Ares. I was like waiting for him to turn into like young and masculine with a badass suit, but no, he's still Ares.
Exactly. Like, because I don't know if you know this YouTuber. Do you know Emergency Awesome? Okay,
No.
so he kind of does like reviews on Game of Thrones and Marvel and DC. He kept saying the general, like the Russian Soviet army or so. He kept saying, okay, that's Ares. I think that's what he kept saying. I was like, okay, that's Ares. Nope, what? Oh god, dang it. I think I just got trolled, or he just guessed it. And I was just shocked. But I was still happy with the movie. It was still a great movie.
It's okay. Well, I have like one more complaint besides Ares. Like, seriously, Ares is like the shit, man. Ares is just damn. He's just a strong, intimidating guy. You do not want to cross paths with him. And damn it, movie, you fucked him up. God, I was not scared of Ares. But I have one more complaint about Wonder Woman besides the beginning of the movie with the child actress. Like that, I hated the child actress at the beginning of Wonder Woman. But the thing that I really hate about Wonder Woman is the ending. Not with Steve dying, but with the direction that the ending took. Because the way Wonder Woman ends is Diana kills the general who's working with Dr. Poison, which is a badass fucking name for a villain, Dr. Poison. And she's like, okay, I killed Ares. And she turns around and she realizes that the war is still going on. And I was down for that because I thought it was going to do this really good bait and switch where Diana realizes that there is no Ares, I mean, and you know, she has to stop this war on her own because the god of war does not make humans violent. It is simply humans. It's simply human nature. Humans are violent. We have a tendency to get angry and fight. And I thought it was going to be a very good commentary on human nature, but instead they bring in Ares and it just ends the way you expect it to end. Diana fights Ares and kills him. And I wasn't a fan of that because I was so ready for that bait and switch where they just commentate on human nature and how we are naturally violent and will get physical. And instead it's like, oh no, I didn't do this to them. They did it to themselves. I simply inspired them. And I was like, God damn it, movie.
Not gonna lie, if it was gonna end off about like when like Steve was just telling her like, no, this is how humans are. I kind of
Yeah, that would have been
like
great.
I would have been a bit weirded out a bit, but like it would have been understandable because like she'll now realize like humans are like this. Like we're all no, we're not all savage like human beings, but like this is how us humans are.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that ending. If they just did that, that would have been much better. Dude, we did not talk about Steve.
Oh my god. Like with Steve? Ah man, I almost cried. I was already tearing up a bit when he died.
Yeah, cause can we agree that this is probably the best superhero relationship in a movie by far? Because Marvel can't do it right. We already know that. Batman ended up with Catwoman in the end, but still. But this is like the first relationship in a superhero movie that I've ever cared about.
Exactly.
Because it was just done well. It was set up right. With them meeting, and then on the boat, it's not like a pacing break to just calm down from all the action, but it's two people getting to know each other, and as time goes on, you believe it. And when they're in a hotel room, and of course they bang, it's like, yeah, I'm happy that this is happening. I care about this relationship, even though I know how it's going to end. Steve is most likely going to die. But I care about Steve. I care about Diana. I care about both of these people being together, which is what I want in a relationship. And the way it was set up and portrayed, I was like, yeah, I like this.
Yeah, like it was great. It was actually one of the relationships I actually probably care about the most in a superhero movie. For Thor and Jane Foster, I didn't care about that. I did not care about that at all.
Even Tony and Pepper.
I didn't give a crap.
I don't care. That. Oh man, and Doctor Strange.
Okay, I need.
Nope.
Oh my god. All I was just gonna say was I need to watch that like probably tonight since it's on Netflix.
Oh, you haven't seen Doctor Strange?
Okay, with Doctor Strange, when it was about to come out this year, I did not care about it. It's just the man. I can't get into him. I mean, I like magic, but the only magic person or the two magic users I only care about in comics is Zatanna and Dr. Fate. That's it.
Well,
I'm sorry. It's
okay. It's alright.
If there's any Dr. Wow, I was about to say Dr. Fate, Dr. Strange fans listening, I'm sorry. Maybe it'll change when I watch this movie tonight or like this week. Maybe I'll like change my mind. But at the moment, I just don't care about him.
You know what? Next episode, I want to talk about Justice League, but we're already pretty far into this episode. Can we maybe talk about that next episode? Because I have some things to say about the new Justice League movie.
Same, definitely.
All right, so we'll say that for next episode.
Yeah, but was that it for
Yeah, I kind of said everything about that I wanted to say about Wonder Woman as fast as possible.
Oh, okay, because like we're already close to. Oh my god, we're already close to 2 hours. Let's
It's the debut episode. It could be long. Fuck it.
You know.
But trust me, dude. Editing podcast, it is a fucking beast.
Like, will it take me a while to
The fastest I've ever edited a podcast was 3 days, and when that went up, I was ready to die.
Oh my god, it'll take me this long to freaking cut out all this stuff.
Trust, I'll give you the shortcuts and the hotkeys and whatever you need to know so you can get it done as fast as possible.
Okay, because like I got work for like 3 days or so.
I'll try and help you out with shortcuts and stuff.
Okay, but anyways, Persona.
You want to?
Oh wait, what were you guys saying?
I was about to ask if you wanted to get into the last topic.
Persona, or should I say Persona?
Persona. Please do not spoil anything, because I just got the game, and I am on the second palace, and Yusuke just got added into my party, so please don't spoil anything.
Don't worry, like, probably for this topic, there can probably be a little bit chatted. Wait, probably a lot, maybe, because there's a lot of stuff I want to chat about it, but
I'm sorry, I'm still not done. I've only got it last week. You know, The day I got it, the day I started playing it, I honestly was up until 5 a.m. playing. I made myself sick playing Persona 5.
Like, if it'll make you feel better, I'm also still on the second palace because, like, once I got the game, or so I was already, like, busy with overdues at school, so I didn't get to play that much, or so.
Okay, how far in are you on the second palace? Because like I said, I just got Yusuke.
So, I think in the second palace, I think, Morgan said, like, we're halfway done.
Okay, that's how far I am. You mean Morgana?
Oh my god, Morgana, my bad.
Question, are you being a dick or not?
No!
No, I was talking about with your character in Persona. Are you being a dick or are you just being a normal, natural human?
No! I'm being a natural, normal human. I mean...
Okay, I'm not being a dick.
I mean, there was this one moment when, once you get your persona for, like, the main character, like, I think there's one of these options where once you get the outfit in, God, what's his name? Ryuji? Or, no.
Ryuji,
like, he was like, whoa, man, like, where did you get that costume? And then it gives you the options, like, and then the last option is, like, you jelly. I was about to select.
I almost picked that. I'm gonna be honest. But I didn't want to be a dick.
Same, I was about to pick that.
No, I'll be normal. I'll be nice.
Oh my god.
What did you name your character, by the way?
Okay. My lord, this is so silly. But, so, I was excited. We were all excited for Persona 5. Like, we were trying our hardest not to look up any gameplay or walkthroughs of any of it. I did so myself. And I saw the characters, I saw their bios or so, I just didn't know their names. I just wanted to look at the characters and not know their names. Worst mistake ever, because I named myself a Japanese name. I named myself Yusuke Ozawa.
No! Oh my god! No! But you're just a character named Yusuke!
I don't know. When I saw that, I'm like, oh god, I don't want to start all over. I just have to go with it.
Oh, that's gonna be annoying, though.
Exactly. Do you know how many times I keep getting confused each time they say Yusuke? I'm like, oh, they're talking to me? No, they're talking about the other Yusuke. God dang it.
You know, I was super boring when it came to naming mine, because I don't like to name my JRPG characters after myself. Instead, I just look up the real name for the characters and name them that, so I named mine Akira.
I was gonna name mine that too, but like, then again, it was just only in the manga, like, I just had to, like...
Yeah, I know it's just in the manga, but still, like, that's what he's gone by now.
Yeah, because, like, did you know even our English teacher was into it?
Yeah, I know. She's a super otaku. Like, when Pokemon Sun and Moon came out, we were talking about the demo.
Yeah, like, I didn't even know she was into that. I mean, I did know she was a nerd, but I didn't even know she played any of the games or any like that. And I was chatting with her about Persona 5. And then I told her, she was like, oh my god, you should have known.
I wish you did. Damn, that sucks.
Now I have to go. The worst part is, I have to go with, I don't know how many hours left I have.
You have a lot.
Plus, I'm going to have to deal with it again in the New Game Plus. My lord, I cannot do this.
That really sucks, honestly.
But like, with Persona 5, one of my complaints, I already told you this on Kick, is the dumb, stupid thing where they'll like, once you're like, you know, trying to hide yourself, and then you know, reveal their fate or whatever, or something.
Yep.
Next thing you know, you kill that one dungeon, like, enemy, and the others are all gone. You're like, oh, you don't have to do that. Next thing you know, they come out of nowhere, and you just get spotted or so. Like, what? That makes no sense. Because that happened to me back in, I think his name was Hiroshima, or like, no, it was the gym teacher. I was on the castle.
God.
Yeah, Kawashima. I was on top of his castle outside, and I killed one of the other people. And I saw, like, one of the others disappear, like, all of them. I'm like, okay, smooth sailing. Next thing you know, I got on top of, the roof, and then I accidentally fell, right? Next thing you know, one of the enemies popped up, and then I had to kill him real quick. I'm like, oh my god, what the heck did you just do?
Well, it makes you feel...
Like, all I was just gonna say was like, my goodness, this is annoying.
Well, it makes you feel any better? the first time, like, the reason, or remember I said I played Persona 5 until 5 a.m.? The reason why I stopped was because I died, and I had gotten, in Kamoshida's castle, I had gotten as far as, the gym, which was basically, like, his church, where he saw himself as a god, and, like, when all the enemies popped up around me, I tried to get into a hiding spot, but one came up from behind me and jumped me, and that's how I died. Because I was super low on SP.
Yeah.
Because I kept using it because I was the only person who could kill most of the enemies, so super constraining. And yeah, that was like the first time I ever died in P5.
Yeah,
That castle was hard because you always use your SP and
exactly. Like, it's supposed to be a first level. You're starting to get to know things, but it starts to still be hard. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, that's like I'm kind of breezing through this next palace. But man, that first one was rough. Like, I wasn't going in for days just because I was like running around trying to get as many items that would give me some SP.
Yeah, because like I did kill enough enemies to get to like level 10 or like more, but most of the time I was just trying to like steal cash, get one of the enemies or so, because like one of them had Bufu or something, the ice power, and then I was just trying to get some items. That's it.
Yeah, I like this next palace. I am getting rich because they're giving me so much money.
Like, I haven't been asking that much for money. I should start doing that because all I've just been doing was like just wanting to kill them. Because did you go against that one enemy that's like a long, tall cat? Like long.
Yeah. Yes, I have gone against him like twice.
It's so
I think.
Fucking annoying.
Oh no, I beat him that was
How?
easy.
What did you use?
I think it was fire. I believe it's fire.
It's just, are you serious? Because like I've been trying to use.
I think
Because like
so.
if it's that, then I'm using that. Because each time when I kept using Yusuke's Bufo or like I don't know one of his skills or like one of mine or so, kept saying blocked, resist.
Bufo is ice.
I know,
though.
but I was just.
Yeah, if he's blocking and resisting ice, then you should probably use fire.
I probably should, but
You need to use
I just start panicking, you know, it's that thing, it's just so irritating. Because, like, there's also that one, God, there's, like, this one, I think that one, it's like a Harambe mixed with a lion.
Oh, God.
That one is irritating, but I already know the, God, what was the weakness? I already know it. I already use it always. I just forgot the weakness. I think it was fire.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Fire.
Yeah. It's just that thing is so annoying. It's just a long, like skinny freaking cats that are like creepy. But oh my God, we didn't talk about this. I can't believe we didn't talk about this at first. The penis monster.
What?
The penis monster.
The penis monster is always fucking there. He's here again as a persona and as a boss. Dude, he was in Persona 4 and guess who he was the boss to? The fucking gay one.
Okay, so I'm pretty much speechless.
He's always there. Like, I've only played Persona 4 before playing Persona 5, and apparently he's kind of a staple in the Persona series, and, like, I think he was mostly a boss, but now you can get him as a Persona, and in Persona 4, he's a boss, and guess who he's the boss to? Like, oh yeah, the penis monster goes to the one who also likes dick.
So you're telling me, okay, I'm actually literally, God, I forgot that guy's name.
His name is Kanji. That's the character who got the penis monster.
Like, I'm literally supposed to try to complete Kanji's dungeon, the bathhouse, because like I'm still stuck on that because like I still need to grind more to like get my level up or so. I did not know that was his boss.
Yeah, his boss is the dick monster.
Okay, so whenever I'm playing Persona 5, you have no idea how much those personas creep me out. So if I were to like not know, I mean now I know, but like if I didn't know back then, I would have been so creeped out. I would have been like, ugh, oh God, what is this?
Yeah, he's been around for a while. Like, I recently got in Jack Frost, but as soon as I got him, I gave him away after a few uses because I could have fused him to get a stronger persona. And seeing Jack Frost in Persona 5, I was just like, oh god damn it, Atlas again. Because Jack Frost has always been there too. He's kind of the face of the Persona series.
Pretty much the mascot.
You can also find him around Atlas. He's pretty famous.
Shinigami Tensei? Yeah, he's like, yeah, what you were saying, the fan favorite, pretty much.
Yeah, he's always there. Like at E3 last year, Atlas had revealed a new Fire Emblem or like some of their new games, and the first thing you saw was Jack Frost, and that's how you knew it was fucking Atlas.
That prick will never leave us alone.
I know, fuck. He's always here. Like, I like you, Jack Frost, but I'm still not warming up to you. Da 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 da.
Get out.
No! Puns!
Like, oh my god. I remember seeing Jack Frost during when you go to the subway at first, and I was like, oh, yeah, like I think I had to go against this one person that was like, I think it was the guy that was stalking his ex, which was creepy. I was like, what?
Oh yeah, I beat him. I got him.
Wait,
you still haven't had him.
I don't think so, because like each time I kept trying to capture a freaking persona, it was always like, oh hey, let's maybe chat. No, I just want money, or I want you, or I just want an item.
Yeah, you gotta talk to them, and like if you already have them, you can ask them for money or an item, and they'll give it to you easily. But like you gotta talk to them, you gotta understand what they're saying and pick the right answer.
Seriously, because like I did that, like I kept doing that, but they kept like, still getting another chance to fight me, and I was like, I'm already like went against you. I don't want to.
Yeah, like if you want to get them as a persona, if they're too strong, then all you gotta do is say, lend me your power, and they'll be like, oh, you're too weak, but here, take this item. But if you're able to get them, then you just gotta talk to them. Like, some of them are pretty easy, and if you already have them, they'll give you money and items just like that.
Okay, I'll try and do that next time if I see him, or if I don't know, just any of the personas that I want to actually chat with. But yeah, Jack Frost is foraging everywhere, and like I think the penis monster's name is Maru, and it's actually a she. And I was like so confused because I was reading the wiki.
Wait.
Yes, it's a she, and her name is Maru.
The dig monster is a chick.
It's a she.
Motherfucker, let me look this up. Hold the fuck up.
Search up Maru, like M-A-R-U. And then, of course...
Alright, hold on. Persona, M-A-R-U?
Yeah, M-A-R-U. Or is it Mara?
No, I don't see the penis monster.
No, search up Mara. Like, M-A...
Oh, yeah. Here it is. Mara. Alright, hold the fuck up. There's Mara. Is a demon in the series. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I just want to know the gender.
She demands equality.
Hold up. No, I was about to say no, but then there's some like another character he will let Alpha pass either. I see he. Like, when it comes to the pronouns, it's he. Yeah, I was about to say, like, no fucking way the dick monster is
because like, I keep seeing that on...
Dude, he's been in everything outside of Persona.
Yeah, because, like, you got the Shimigami Tensei games. Of course, in every single freaking game.
He's been in Persona since Persona 3.
Seriously? I thought it was in every single... Wait, whose idea was this in the first place?
I don't know.
I mean, really?
I'm looking at a meme on Google Image, and it says Mara wants to be inside you.
I mean, we already know the Japanese can be perverted at times, but this perverted what?
I love little girls. They make me feel so good. I do not know why, but I love that song.
That needs to stop.
It's so bad. I love
it. Oh god.
It's so bad.
Like, I think you have to...
It's so horrible!
Like, I was actually going to get... Wait, did you actually hear the new one that's coming out on the Switch? Shimigami Tensei 6, I think?
No, but I do know No More Heroes is coming back.
I would pick up number 1 and number 2, Or wait, is it a number 2 coming out, or is it the third one?
No, there's already a sequel. There's 2
I
in the
would pick
series.
up both of them, but there's already scrappers selling them for like a huge time now.
Wait. Is it seriously rare? Because I never
I
played
mean,
it.
I think it is, because like, I barely see it in GameStops anymore.
Ah,
No
fuck.
More Heroes 2. Let me see if GameStop is selling it. I hope so. I would like to buy this for my Wii.
Me too. I've always wanted to play it, but just never had a chance to pick
Same,
it up.
because like, I saw that guy in the cover. I'm like, this looks pretty sweet, but I never bought it.
No, it's in GameStop. It's $7.
Seriously? Like on,
Yeah, I'm looking at it on GameStop's website.
which one? Because like, the sequel I see it's like 15, and it's still in
No
stock.
More Heroes for Nintendo Wii.
Nice. Then,
Oh wait, the sequel? I'm looking at the first one.
okay. I'm looking at the sequel right now. It's like, if you're a Power Up member, you can get it for $13.49. If you're not, you can get it for like $15 for pre-owned.
Oh, well, that's... Jeez, I was like worried. I was like, no, don't tell me.
Exactly. Okay, I'm gonna definitely try and buy this.
Wait, were we talking about Persona?
Yeah. Yeah, I was, well, like, all I was just saying was, if you saw, like, that whole Nintendo present, if you heard about that whole Nintendo, or if you saw the whole Nintendo conference about, like, when they were revealing the Switch, about, they were showing the games, then they showed Shinigami Tensei 6, and oh my god, I don't think a lot of people noticed in the background, Mara was literally in the freaking background, and in the trailer. No wonder why it was called, or no wonder why it got a rated M rating.
No wonder, huh?
Oh,
But
oh no, she said it was my mistake. But anyways, let's just stay in the conversation. Anyways,
were we talking about Persona?
I don't know. Is that all we got for now, or
like we just started the game, so I will say this. God damn it, Persona 5 Yaoi. Why did you have to come into my life now? Like, Akira and Yusuke, Akira and Ryuji. Don't stay away. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. Oh, shit, it got me.
Like, I wanted to, like, complete Persona 4, but now that you just told me I'm going to go against Mara, it literally increased the...
Yeah, you're on Kanji's dungeon, so you're gonna go against Mara.
Out of all bosses, I have to go against that one, which is going to creep me out the most.
Yep. And he's in Persona 5 again, so...
Oh, I didn't even talk about Kanji, I'm like...
I saw people on Twitter talking about they just went... My friend Zen, she was on... She has the game, she got the game before me, and she was talking about, why is there a dick monster in Persona? And I was like, motherfucker! Don't tell me that he's here again!
One of the YouTubers I subscribed to, he finally uploaded... Like, he uploaded a video saying, Finally, I'm going against Mara. I'm like, oh no.
Dude, yeah, like when Zen got there, I was like, oh, motherfuckers, he's here again. And he was like, I'm sorry, she was I'm getting confused. Who are we talking about again? All right, Zen. So I was like, oh shit, he's here again? And she was like, wait, again? And I was like, yeah, he was in Persona 4, and guess whose boss he was? The fucking gay one. Yeah, she wasn't ready for that.
Like, it's already bad enough. Literally on the first dungeon, you're already going against the big penis one. Not Mara, but there was like one of the guards that turned into a penis.
Yeah, I remember them. I was like, shit. I was like thinking, oh, okay, well, like maybe the penis monster is just a persona now. That's a little. I don't know if that's a little better or a lot
terrifying.
better. And I remember what Zen said, and I was like, shit.
Anyways, no, it's not good. It's terrifying. Yeah,
the penis monster.
Switch into a different persona just to like get a different skill. Next thing you know, you have to always come and see the freaking Mara's face.
But it's smaller.
It's still creepy.
It's a flathead version of Mara.
With a mouth on a freaking heart.
But it's flat. But at least it's not fucking.
Oh my god.
Da-da-da-da-da. Yes, that won't stop.
Oh god. So creepy.
Yep.
It's all wiggly.
You proud of me?
Oh god.
Who knows? But are we almost done with Persona?
I think we're done with the podcast.
Well, yeah, we're done with Persona. We're done with the podcast.
anyone that has listened to this podcast and like are excited or want to listen to more, then rate this video or podcast on YouTube or whatever, and be sure to.
Yeah, because God knows there already isn't a lot of podcasts out there.
Oh.
Look, yay, another podcast about fucking nerds on the internet.
I mean, hey, we're the first ones, right? Yeah, we're original.
Yeah, we're original. This was fun. I like this.
We're getting excited to do this. Like, once, because, like, I had finished my overdues, like, literally the day before school ended, I was like, oh my god, I want to do the freaking podcast now.
And then my computer was dead because I needed a new charger.
Like, are you still gonna try and get a new one, or is it just plain?
No, I have a new one. That's all alive again.
So, it's just,
yeah.
Now you just need to try and get a different computer or laptop.
No,
It's
everything's
fully
fine.
charged?
Like, my battery's kind of fucked, but it's still working, isn't
I
it?
mean, yeah, but like, just in case if you wanted to get like a new laptop or whatever.
I might get a new one for college because I'm going to art school, but who knows?
Just literally drawing nudes in public.
Oh, yes, anatomy.
So, Miss Ari, what would you like to turn in for your project? Well, it's yaoi.
No, I'm not gonna be like that. Like, that's gonna be my own time. or is it? So, anyway, should we wrap up and whore ourselves out? Like our
Yep.
Twitters?
Oh god. I wish Twitter had a freaking private likes list. I don't want them to look at my likes.
I don't care if people look at my likes.
Oh god.
I think you can hide your likes. You have to look at
Good.
privacy settings.
They don't need to see my likes.
Anyway, should you whore out your Twitter?
I'll be putting both of our Twitters in the description, but if you want to just hear them, it's like, mine is, wait, what's that? I think it's a based 0 with a, instead of the O, it's like, just the number 0. While yours is,
I am at Call Me Ari NS, capital NS, but as you say, you can find both of our Twitters in the description. I also have a YouTube channel.
Which I will definitely also put in the description, so.
Yeah, you can find us in the description.
Yeah, definitely. And oh my god, I'm sorry that you heard that. It's on my freaking phone. But
I didn't hear
thank
anything.
God. But
Look, it probably isn't as bad as my ringtone. My ringtone is Koya, English Koya saying, "What is it now, Daddy?"
oh my lord.
Go watch Oron. It sounds better in context, and it's fucking hilarious.
Alright, next episode we should also talk about Voltron. I've been meaning to see that. And since like
You watched
but
Voltron?
I didn't, I was still busy. I plan to watch it this week. I plan to. Don't worry.
It's really good, and it's coming back for season 3.
I didn't I'm sorry, I didn't even get to even watch or listen to. Actually, no, wait. Let's just end this freaking podcast.
Yeah, we probably should.
But anyways, thanks guys for listening. If you if there's anyone that listened, and
probably, maybe,
who knows? But if you can't wait for the next episode or so, or if you don't know when, just subscribe to. Will this be uploaded on my channel or?
You can put it on your channel, maybe. I don't know.
Oh well. Like, just subscribe.
Because I'm just a guest here. You're the host. You're the host and the
Oh,
creator.
okay. Yeah. But
Yeah, I'm the co-host.
yeah, definitely. But yeah, if you guys want to listen to more podcasts, rate, sub, and I think that's it. I think. But yeah, thanks for listening. Bye.
Thanks. Sorry, it's another fucking nerdcast on the internet. It's a working title.
A work in progress.
We should end it now. Thank you. Bye.